November 1st, 2020. Nobody could have predicted it. Nobody saw it coming. But what was to come was one of the most disappointing ends to a playoff run in NASCAR history in one lap. But what was to follow in the coming years was something so unpredictable. It would take a perfect storm and circumstances to come to fruition, and it did. What was to come is something nobody saw coming only 15 years prior. In 2009, Stewart-Haas Racing made a significant impact on the NASCAR scene as its newly rebranded team under the ownership of three-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Tony Stewart with Gene Haas. This year marked a transformation period for the team, with Tony not only stepping into an ownership role, but also driving one of the SHR entries. With teammate Ryan Newman, the focus on innovation, dedication, and a competitive spirit, SHR quickly established itself as a contender in the NASCAR Cup Series early on.
Oh, watch him down here. He's been running high. He opened the door, though. And Stewart got him. He got him.
Bye-bye. Clear.
Adios, amigos. Now, watch Kenseth, though. I bet Stewart will stay to the bottom. Kenseth may pack it in there, go to the high side. I don't think he's got anything for him, Larry. Once that car got out front, he is gone. White flag this time. $1 million pass.
By 3's working the top there a little bit. After self-inflicting a penalty on his pit stop, Tony's kicks $1 million.
How about his terrible on his pit stop last night? Drove off with
Only 3 years into the new team, Tony Stewart drove the number 14 car to a championship in dramatic fashion.
Stewart passed 118 cars in the race, many of them due to his aggressive restarts.
You can't let any opportunity go, and we were getting good restarts all day and getting really big runs into turn one.
Here comes Tony underneath Carl Edwards.
2 wide with the 99, 2 wide with the 99.
Doing it! Let's stay focused for your big picture now.
We're good. I'm good.
For the third position as they come up off the corner. Kyle Busch all the way to the bottom, 4 wide. How about that? Tony Stewart all the way down to the apron.
I think the chase, I think the outcome of it and the drama during the night, I think makes it one of the greatest battles in NASCAR history.
Tony Stewart comes across the line victorious tonight.
Way to go, pal. Steering group, you are the man. You did this, bud.
One of the greatest 10 race stretches in NASCAR history.
Stewart chased down his 3rd career cup. But for owner-driver Tony Stewart,
Stewart would tie Edwards in the closing race at Homestead Miami Speedway on points, but with 5 wins to his name, Tony Stewart would pick up the first ever championship for Stewart-Haas Racing. Entering the 2012 season, Stewart-Haas saw a brand new star coming into the ranks, and it was a big star. Danica Patrick, the first female NASCAR driver in over a decade. Danica Patrick was ready to come on strong and pick up wins, as Tony Stewart and Ryan Newman have done before. But unfortunately, Patrick's time at Stewart-Haas was mid at best. Danica Patrick was good at crashing race cars and being laps down. Unfortunately, she never got to show her true talent in the NASCAR Cup Series before retiring in 2017. In the late stages of the 2012 season, one of the biggest shifts in the NASCAR next 10 years would take place, with veteran driver Kevin Harvick wanting a change in his career. He would jump ship from Richard Childress Racing to Stewart-Haas Racing in 2014. Harvick has already made a name for himself by winning in clutch situations already, winning the Great American Race, the Daytona 500, and multiple wins in the NASCAR Cup Series. When he went over to Stewart-Haas in 2014, it was nothing short of fantastic.
And Kenseth. White flag this time.
Here he comes.
Harvick on the outside. Junior had to lift.
Junior
Harvick
had to
to
give
the
it to
lead.
him. Had to
White
give it to
flag. The next flag ends the race.
Bring her
Fourth
home.
turn, final time. Kevin Harvick from the pole to victory lane. Win number 25 for Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, baby. Good job, bud.
He's going to do it. He's going to win the race and the NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship. California's Kevin Harvick does it.
As Harvick picked up his first ever championship for the team in 2014, he was ready to go back-to-back in 2015. Having over a dozen either first or second place finishes that season, Harvick was the championship favorite. Ultimately, he would come up a bit short to Kyle Busch at the championship race in 2015. The following years for Stewart-Haas Racing was peak. Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, and multiple other drivers picked up wins in the Cup Series, and Stewart-Haas was primed to be one of NASCAR's next teams that would be around for generations to come. But the downfall started around 2019. Kevin Harvick was really one of the only drivers at Stewart-Haas Racing picking up wins. But he was Kevin Harvick. He's one of the best drivers there ever are. And then 2020 came along, and Kevin Harvick set the world on fire.
To reach 50 career victories, breaking a tie with Tony Stewart for 14th. Harvick wins. We'll light that candles on Rodney Childers' birthday cake because Kevin Harvick wins Atlanta.
Great pit stop and what? I don't know what you guys did to this thing at the end, but great job.
Kevin Harvick at Pocono finally is a winner.
Good job. Way to do the strategy. What a turnaround. Great job, guys. Awesome. Thank you.
Harvick, Denny Hamlin, they've been the dominant two cars all of 2020. Hamlin crashes out as they were battling for the lead. Now Harvick trying to go back-to-back at the most famous racetrack in the world. Coming out of turn 4, Kevin Harvick is going to see the checkered flag. He wins again at the Brickyard.
Brickyard 400. Awesome job.
He won a week ago at New Hampshire. His third win of the season. Now doing everything he can to catch up to the 4 of Harvick. Harvick has been dominant 2 of the last 3 races. He's going to make it 3 out of 4. Harvick's going to win again at Michigan.
And that'll do it. Good job, boys. Thank you. What a car.
And right now, Kevin Harvick looking to sweep the weekend. Denny Hamlin's going to have some momentum on the high side. Will it be enough as they come out of 4 the final time? Kevin Harvick is going to sweep Michigan. He wins again. Up front, Kevin Harvick is going to win. He sweeps.
Kevin Harvick was leading with 36 points above the cut line. He was already snuffed out of a win at Kansas and Texas weeks prior. This was his last opportunity, his last chance to continue his championship fight. It came down to one lap, and one lap ultimately changed the course of Stewart-Haas Racing forever.
Can Harvick do it? The final turn.
Let's go get it.
He needs the position.
Oh, Harvick spins the 18.
Turns into the 18. He turns as well. The 18 crosses the start-finish line, and Harvick is going to be out of the playoffs. The question was asked earlier, what would you do? What would you do to make it into the championship 4?
I tried to run into the door of the 18 as a latch ditch effort there and spun him out. So sorry to put him in the middle of trying to gain a point. But you know, look, these championships aren't like winning like Petty and Earnhardt used to win them. You have to put them together 3 weeks at a time.
Following the disappointing 2020 season to end off, it seemed like Tony Stewart and Gene Haas just didn't care after this. Kevin Harvick went winless in 2021. The only win they got was Eric Almirola, and it was based off a race that was shortened due to darkness. It seemed that the next year Chase Briscoe was to shine a light in 2022 at Phoenix. He would ultimately win and shine a brand new light at Stewart-Haas for a new hope. But that hope would vanish during the season as no other drivers would pick up wins, and Kevin Harvick would be the only one to pick up 2 more wins to finish out his career at Stewart-Haas in NASCAR. Since then, Stewart-Haas Racing has been abysmal. The 2023 season was horrible for Stewart-Haas. Kevin Harvick in his final year didn't even win a race. Ryan Preece flipped at Daytona. Chase Briscoe ran 30th all week long, and it was just awful. And then they end up closing shop at the end of 2024. So it makes you wonder, was 2020 the final straw for Stewart-Haas Racing?